Hi everyone, this is Peggy from Berlin. I'm going to show you this kind of card today. It's a pull card and you see there's a greeting hidden underneath the inner card. I made this example and this example, which I'm going to pull now, and you can see the greeting there as well. So with the fish, it has got a pull tab here at the side, and it is still a greeting card to open and write a message inside. So I hope you like those. We're going to make them today without a stamped background with designer series paper. So let's start writing. So here we go. These are the cards I just showed you. And this is the background I'm using for my card today. So I'm just going to put them a little bit down, further down. So what we need today to make this card is a normal greeting card in the size of your choice, of course. My card is 21 centimeter by 14.9 centimeter, scored and folded by 10.5 centimeter. So this is our German standard card, and I've got an envelope as well. So for this little slider mechanism we need a layer on top of the greeting card. This layer has the measurements 12.5 centimeters by 15.9 centimeters, and we score and fold on 3 sides. I'll show you. Actually, let me fold this now so it's easier to see for you. We score and fold 3 sides, the top and bottom of the card and one of the sides, to leave one side free for the slider mechanism. So see here, it's that one and the top and bottom. So this is where our designer series paper goes. I chose this as a decoration today instead of stamping because it saves me some time. I chose the blue color as the slider, and I cut this to size of 10 centimeters by 13, and I also punched out a tab. It's one of those tabs that you punch out like this and then it folds and you can stick it to your slider card. So let's think what to do first. I think I'm going to stick this down first. I'm using my, this is called Funky Tape Runner, so I'm using a tape runner because it's the easiest way for me to put down adhesive. I don't have to worry about smudging or anything like that. So I'm going to line it up with our open and unfolded side. And then hopefully this works out, the measurement works out for the rest of the card. So we have a very, very tiny rim. Oh, I forgot to tell you the measurements. This is 2 millimeters smaller than the inside of that. So it's 10.3 centimeter by 14.7 centimeter. So this is ready to go. We have to punch a slot of some kind. There are a lot of framelits out there that can do that, but I'm going to use this punch, and I'm going to put it all the way in until I reach the end of the punch, and I'm going to punch out. Actually, that's kind of cute. We could keep that as a, I don't know, some kind of for another project. Then I go a little bit to the left. It's a bit hard now to punch through 2 layers, and less space to the right. So this is where I decided to punch, but as you can see here, I punched in a little bit of different areas. So it's actually the person designing the card. So, and below that will be our blue paper and then our greeting card. So, with our sliding mechanism, I'm going to put a sticky tape here because I really want it to hold well for a long time, so the recipient can open and close it a lot as he or she wishes. So on these 2, oh, I didn't show you that, did I? Sorry. On these 2 ends, you can see the glue here, the shine. I put the sticky tape, and I'm just going to take the backing off and adhere it. Oh yeah, I have to see where the center is, sorry. I'm going to show you in a moment, but I'm going to try to center it. So, can you see I adhere it down and fold it over and adhere it to the other side of the card, and that gives me this tab. In one of my stamp sets I have this arrow, but I haven't got it just now. But you could also draw an arrow if you wish to, yeah, to show the person what to do with the card. We need a little bit of a circle here, punch out to be able to pull out the tab. So what I do is I align or center my slider mechanism here and check where my pull tab is, and I'm going to take my 3/4 inch punch and holding both papers, I'm going to slide in my punch, and I'm going to look where I have to punch to align the hole with my slider mechanism, and then I can take it away and punch. I'm just coming in with my scissors, and I'm just going to snip away these tiny little sharp edges. So I hope you can see that more or less, just to make them less sharp and to make it easier to pull the tab yeah, in and out. So we've got that settled. We've got that ready, and we have to stamp our sentiment now. Our sentiment is going to be here on the main greeting card. Yeah, for that I'm going to just take this out, and I'm going to again align the card inside to see where I have to stamp. So, and I'm going to put it down to help me stay straight, and I chose this happy birthday greeting from a stamp set I have. Let me put a punch on it so it doesn't move while I open my stamp pad. I'm using Memento ink because that's my favorite ink to use. So I have to see, is this, yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to try to put that, because it's a wooden block, it's not so easy, but line this up inside the space and stamp it, and hopefully it will be okay. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'll show you in just a moment. There we go. Happy birthday. Now I know that my slider mechanism has to stop there. So I can, I will stick this down first, but so I know I can put my little stopper or my little, what do we call this? Yeah, centerpiece right there to stop it here from pulling it out further. But before we do that, we will stick down this with some sticky tape again. Oh, I forgot. I need to chop the corners. That would be far too much paper to use to stick down. So I'm just chopping my corners diagonally. And then here goes the sticky tape. I'm cutting these diagonal shapes because it makes it easier, but normally I would just tear the tape off because I prefer to keep it simple. But in this case, to make sure that the tape also is in that small corners and sticks well, that makes it better. So I'm going to take the backing off. I just use my fingernail for that. I'm so used to it. So here we go. Okay. I'll start with aligning the side. Maybe this way is better. That's the tricky part. Sticking it down in an even way. So if it's easier for you to use, if it's easier for you to use liquid glue, you could do that as well. But I'm just a sticky tape friend. I don't know, I like it a lot. So. Okay, that's it. So I'll take my bone folder and press it down, which also keeps the sides down a little, because when you create a pocket, it always pops up a little bit, as I show you. Yeah, so because you just created a pocket, it doesn't lay so flat. But yeah, it works well. There we go. Here's our slider mechanism. Put it in. Oops, I think I've got it the other way around. Let's hope I measured correctly. And it fits in our circle. Yes, it does. There we go. Show you. So, and I'll just pull this up until I can see the end of this happy birthday, and I'll stick a dimensional there. And because it's a little big, what I do with the dimensional is just cutting the edge off slightly to make it a little narrower. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this way you can see. So, and I'm going to put it down right here in the edge to create a stopper. And for my decoration, I chose butterflies flying across this flower patch. And I have a white one and a parchment one. because at first I only wanted that one, but it was too light to really be seen on all those colors, so I decided to layer it with a white butterfly. Oh, before I should check if it closes before I actually stick everything down. So check. Yeah, that works. Okay. So let's pull it out again without the dimensional adhering to the gap. So there we go. I'll start with the white butterfly and stick it right down. And I actually adhere my, it's not parchment, what is it called? My other transparent butterfly on top with the dimensional, again to have a bit of dimension, because I want to bend up the wings to make it dimensional. And I'm going to use a glue dot for my little pink butterfly. I'm going to bend up the wings before, tear a glue dot on it. Oops, no. Yeah, this is not where I wanted it. Okay, and then I'm just going to adhere it right in the center there. I press it down a little with my scissor. So there we go. Let's show you from the side, or maybe from that side. Look, it's quite dimensional now. And it stops the slider mechanism, which is nice. I'm going to put some tiny pearls on there because I like it. You could also put bling, but in that case with so many flowers, and so I prefer just to use some pearls. Doesn't want to come off. So there we go, got 3 pearls on there. It slides open and close. You could stamp your arrow or draw your arrow here, and so there you go. So, and to decorate it a little more, because it's quite plain, of course with beautiful paper, but in general it's quite a simple project. I decided to use some Nuvo drops that I have. I've got some glitter drops and I've got some jewel drops. I do prefer the jewel drops, I have to say, because they are so, yeah, how should I say? I mean, they are so, yeah, you cannot see them so much, so they don't take over the whole card, basically. So do I need blue? And yeah, I've got some flowers with blue centers, so I'm going to put blue and blue. That's all I need the blue for. What about pink? Do we have pink centers? No, but yellow. So I'm just putting the drops in the centers by color. And I don't want to come too close to my butterfly because it could stop the butterfly from sliding. So I stay away from that area basically. Oh, can you see? Wait a minute. So I stay away from the main area here, leaving enough space for the butterfly to slide here and back and so. Now I made a bit of a mess. Wanting to show and then suddenly smearing it all somewhere it doesn't belong to. Okay, but we can fix it, and I also have a glue eraser, so that should be okay. There's pink too. I think that should be okay to put it on this. Yeah, there's a pink one, but this is a bit close to the end. Let's see if that would be okay. Actually, that's fine because it's not too close. Yeah, is that it? Or shall we use more? What is that? Crystal Drops Morning Dew. No, I put it clear. Or let's do some more, just a few with glitter. Maybe the ones in the center. So what they do is they dry with a little dome, giving the card a little bit of dimension. That's enough. So I'll show you the dimension it's got now with the drops, or the butterfly anyway. But some of the crystal drops, can you see? Oh yeah, I think you can. So it gives the card a bit of dimension, but they do dry with a little dome. And that makes the card just a bit more interesting, because we didn't do so much, we didn't do any stamping or so. So this is the card we just made. I'll show you the other sides again. So that's what we just made. This is a card I made in the German video. Similar, but the greeting is zum Ruhestand, so for retirement. And then those are the variations where I stamped. So that's also possible, whatever you have. You can use your paper, you can stamp pictures. And all of these are just normal greeting cards, so you can still write on the inside. Of course, they're a bit heavier, so check for postage. But yeah, beautiful cards to make with a little hidden message. So cute. So, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the project we made today. See you in the next video. Bye bye.